4-2-3-1, unluckily going down to Tottenham on the weekend. Real quality display. Jordan Pickford in goal with Braithwaite, Tarkowski and the central defensive partnership. It's Patterson on the right side, Mykolenko, the Ukrainian left back, Amadou Onana and Andre Gomez, the two pivots. As Bernardo Silva comes forward, we'll be back with the 11 in a second as he just perseveres down the right side, finds Kyle Walker, slows it down inside ball. Rodri, really good use of the body language, take the ball away from his opponent, Andre Gomez, and Matheus Nunes down the right flank still, just looking for an avenue through. Bernardo Silva's pass hits number 7 for Everton, Dwight McNeil, who's on the left side of attack. James Garner in the middle and Jack Harrison on the right. Beto comes in for Calvert-Lewin as the central focal point up forward. Gomez looking for an outlet, cut off by Akanji. And it's Stones. We'll see if he goes to just assist in that midfield as Manchester City look to change shape. They're not as confident as they once were. Bernardo Silva works the right touchline once more. Lovely footwork to get around Mykolenko, but doubling up to help him out was McNeil. Let's see that regular pattern of play as Stones wins the header as Everton look to clear their lines aerially. That's a telegraph pass. Rodri comes away with it to the edge of the box, dishes that off to Grealish on the left, and again Everton back in numbers to slow down, back into the middle of the pitch, but towards the halfway line it's with Akanji. We go back out to Ake on the left side, and Grealish tucked up against the left touchline, about 25 yards away from the corner flag. Back it goes once more. Ake will go across to Akanji. They'll try switch play here with Walker. No good meterage to find Bernardo Silva. Out it comes on the right once more. The inside target is Nunes. Drew in two, dished it off. Stones is in midfield already, playing on the right side of defensive midfield. Nunes pushed forward. Walker has to fill in as it looks as though it's a trio of centre-backs. Switch comes. Walker all the way out to Grealish. Left side coming in towards Patterson into the box. Still a difficult angle, but he finds his man, Julian Alvarez, with a shot saved by Pickford. Beautifully done. And Everton can get it forward. It's a foot race between Beto. Needed a better header to take it away from Akanji. We go back to Edison. And City will work things out. They'll tidy up in the 4th minute to play at 0-0. Everton, Manchester City. Stones back with it. And there's a mid-block from Everton, so Manchester City in that away strip, curling ball over the top, earmarked for Foden. Everton just for now repelling what City are throwing at them into space. Alvarez playing as a support winger for Grealish on this occasion, but it's chopped off by James Tarkowski, who's partnering Jared Braithwaite in back for his 3rd stint with Everton. Spent last season on loan with PSV in the Eredivisie. Now again, out on the left side, Alvarez, low flat ball, Braithwaite's head. Too good out, but centrally defended, picked up again by City out to the right side with Silva. Now Walker, diagonal ball in, Foden, good footwork, resists the shot. Thought about it, but there's too many Everton bodies there. Passing from the right side as Walker made the run, cleared away. And Mykolenko, long ball, big body of Beto. Oh, that's a late challenge on his man. Rodri got back and lost balance. Mr. Cartwheel kept his feet. No free kick given because Rodri didn't really look to get Beto in trouble. Plenty of other players would have. Here's Nunes, who is in for, he's not the most frequent starter, 25 years of age, the Portuguese, 8 starts, and just 1 assist in this season. First year since leaving Wolves, former Sporting Lisbon and Estoril player. Lots of Portuguese influence around these two sides. Of course, they'll play just inside and behind Bernardo Silva. As for Everton, Beto up forward. The Portuguese player made his name with Udinese after leaving Portimonense in the Primeira Liga in Portugal. Plenty of goals Udinese, and Everton came knocking. Rodri. City in possession, just playing it back to the keeper. He's on the penalty spot. Short pass will find Akanji. They'll work it forward methodically. All the possession with him, and of course you can check the stats on the Flash Score app as the game progresses. Lovely pass in. There was a look-away pass from Walker. Foden was there, fouled by James Garner, who's had nothing to do so far except chase shadows. The 22-year-old Englishman, 1 goal and 1 assist for his 18th of the season, as Ake locates Alvarez, who comes deep. Everton starting okay, haven't had much. Let's check the possession stats and then the scores from the other two kickoffs that started 45 minutes before this game. It's currently 84% of the ball with City, who have won a corner as Branthwaite sees it out. There was a long ball towards Silva. Branthwaite got in the way, and Bernardo Silva from the right side on a windy evening here in Liverpool, Goodison Park. The ball blowing around, he can't get it to stop still, so they go short. Silva actually slipped, regained his footing. He's up like a flash. He'll square it up for Grealish, about 25 away from goal. Walker will go for it. It took a deflection and goes wide. I think City have got another corner. Didn't have too many options. So many Everton players in the road. Also 3 or 4 City players could have hit anyone. It hit Branthwaite and went from in line with the left, with the right post rather, out past that post by about a foot. Pickford wasn't exactly scrambling. Bernardo Silva might try his luck with a left boot this time, try and locate a teammate. He does, towards the near post. Big up and away by Tarkowski. Well, as far as Grealish, City doing well to hem them in the 9th minute at 0-0, but that might change. The amount of possession they've had, all the way to Edison. They'll have to come 30 yards out of his box. Now it's Alvarez. He's at right back at the moment. Guardiola's positional play won't really matter who's forward. I think there's a runner there, Foden. The other player might be Nunez. Just filling that gap on the left side of attack, just inside of Grealish. Stones out for Ake. Everton doing well to offer enough pressure, so City have to distribute the passes quite quickly. Good turn from Walker over the top. Branthwaite saw it off, and then inside towards Garner. Dwight McNeil fighting for it. Gets around, goes down the left touchline. Garner was impeded as he tried to dummy and then get around his player, make the run down the left touchline. So with 10th minute of play, Everton with a free kick. And this will be in the attacking half. They haven't had much of it. Stones this time, just seeing Garner to the ground. Stones in for his 8th match of the season. He's an ex-Everton player. We'll go through some of his history as the game goes on. For now, it's Andre Gomez, left side of the pitch, about 45 yards away. He'll chip this in just to, well, it's well inside the area. No one there except for Onana to reclaim. Got his body there. Back for Patterson. Seen out by Manchester City. Jack Harrison was toiling away. Patterson will have the throw about 20 yards back from the right corner flag, and it comes towards Beto. Lanky Portuguese lost control, and he's been criticised for that, not being able to play keep ball when necessary, but he's a dynamic kind of player as he made the run in behind. Pass didn't reach him, and it'll be headed back towards Onana. Played the diagonal in from the right touchline, and it goes way past Beto. Out comes Edison, throws it down the pitch, and City can start all over again. Walker. Just roll it back for Stones. Looks like he is setting the tempo. Intelligent player. Nice little dink over the top from Rodri. Foden was never going to get there. Out comes Pickford, the England international. Standing on his own penalty spot. Pep Guardiola in the beanie or the hat, depending on what part of the world you're from and what you want to call it. Spanish manager who is in charge of the Premier League, more or less, not just Manchester City. So many premierships to his name, one in his name. Big clearance from Kyle Walker out of his right back pocket up to the halfway line. Linesman flags for Everton. Mikolenko should take this. Has the option of going back to Branthwaite, and will do. Picked it out of his area. The vertical pass finds Onana, who had a solid game against Tottenham. Most of the Evertonians did, in fact. As Pickford goes over the top of the first line of pressure. Mikolenko, poor control, tried to chip over for Beto. Kanji, now Stones. He tries to loop it over the halfway line. Mikolenko again. Gomez comes, the goal scorer against Tottenham. When they were 2-0 down, he's a scorching goal. It was well done by Tarkowski. Had to improvise with a header. Foden comes forward, gets into the box and fires it, always rising over Pickford's goal, slightly to the right as well. So even if it did have the right trajectory, it was always going to miss. Maybe would have taken some of the side netting. The first real chance, you could say, but behind by Phil Foden. Kyle Walker, the only other player to really shoot in anger. Took a diversion and out for a corner. Everton have had really nothing apart from a tame Beto header. Long ball, Gomez, the pass inside from McNeil as they look to stay close to each other to try and maintain possession. It's cleaned up by City, out for Silva. Halfway line, Stones has it as they look to regroup. Three at the back, got Rodri on the diamond diagonal, just inside in the centre circle. Beto did well to hustle along with Gomez. It'll sit for Rodri once more though. City can start again through Mateus Nunes. Out to Bernardo Silva, the two Portuguese looking for the link-up play. Chopped off by Mikolenko, and also it's McNeil. Back for Branthwaite. Will have to be decisive with what he wants to do. Finds Pickford, takes a couple of touches, and then will go long. Won't quite make it to halfway. Walker wins the header. Back it comes from Mikolenko. Desperate clearance should go out for a City throw. Right side of the pitch, and Walker takes it straight away, and it's about a 40-yard throw back to Edison. 14th minute of play, Everton 0, Manchester City 0. We'll go through some of the head-to-heads while some of the tame moments of the game are underway. The opening 15, nothing really there. Neither keeper having to make a save yet. But Everton coming into this with a 2-1 defeat away at Tottenham. Oh, there's a chance here. Nunez with a shot. Big stop by Pickford. And on the turn was Alvarez, who's put it wide. I'm not sure if Pickford got another touch to that to send it wide. But just when you thought that the game was calming down, forward came Manchester City on the counter-attack. Alvarez dished it off to the right of the box, more or less in line with the right post. Mateus Nunes just had to beat the keeper. Couldn't do so. Pickford, not the easiest character to get it around, and it did take a touch. It'll be a City corner. Right side once more. Silva curls it in with good flight. Out the front it comes, away by Garner. And back from Grealish all the way to the keeper, but that was definitely the best chance of the game. Mateus Nunes and then Julian Alvarez on the follow-up. Could have had the opening goal inside 15 minutes. Two games last season that they played, Manchester City and Everton drew 1-1. And that was the first. That was at Emirates Stadium. Haaland and Gray were the goals. But then here, it finished 3-0 for the visitors. Gundogan with a brace and Haaland with the other goal. 3-0 win. And was not the best result for Everton, to say the least, but neither players that scored in that game are available for City. Gundogan has moved on to Barcelona. Haaland not starting. And back then it was Guardiola against Dyche, who, as we said at the top of the broadcast, has been on a belting in the last 9 games against Guardiola by 29 goals to 1. Everton looking to create something on the left side into the attacking half. The final pass from Gomez was overhit to McNeil. City throw in for Kyle Walker. last time Everton won here against City was back in 2017. Lukaku, Morales, Davis and Lookman. A 4-0 win. There's Guardiola on the bench for City that day. Koeman is the coach for Everton. Back for Edison. Long clearance. Oh, that is almost millimetre perfect for Bernardo Silva. Tried to touch it first time. It was a 70-metre ball down the right flank on the diagonal, and in the end Mykolenko anticipated where Silva was going to touch it. So, okay, Everton go out to the right side, taken down by Ake, in for Grealish. Ake was fouled, advantage paid, back inside for Rodri, who's 35 yards, wants to shoot, eventually pulled the trigger. It comes to nothing, had this thing taken out of it, and Gomez can now launch long, way past Beto once more. He needs better service if he's going to trouble Stones or Akanji on the counter. 18th minute, Everton 0, City 0. The other games are at the half-time interval. Mudryk and Olise with the goals. 1-1 Chelsea against Crystal Palace. Interesting ball over the top. Will be sent high and away by Patterson as City look to play a long ball in. Went from right. Good angle to try and cut the bed to the Everton defence in two. Down the other end now in transition. It's Everton, and it is Beto that's fouled. So referee John Brooks, decent position here, is awarded the Toffees a free kick and a welcome one for the home fans. Akanji just holding on to Beto. Where's the number 14? Just the one goal in his Premier League career so far, but he has one in the cup. This is 25 yards away from Edison's goal. Andre Gomez, the former Barca man, standing over this. It's in line with the left side line of the penalty box. He's got McNeil down the left if he wants to use him. So 25 yards back from the goal line. Braithwaite's forward, so is Beto. Onana's there, and it comes. Oh, really good ball. And Edison didn't get there, but City will clear the line long over the halfway. Pickford will send it back and go down the right. That is a beautiful ball. Unfortunately, there was a header that came too soon as Harrison was bearing down upon it. There was two Evertonians there, and City had again cleared. Chip over the top from that is a good ball from Ghana down the right. It was he that's playing behind Beto. Hasn't really been running alongside him or played anything into him. It's mainly Andre Gomez with a creative license for Sean Dyche so far. Everton winning 4 consecutive Premier League games prior to the loss against Tottenham. They deserved more, as Dyche said after the game. And Guardiola back with another trophy to his name, FIFA Club World Cup. There's a ball sprayed out from Edison to Akanji. The look-away pass was a bit risky. Header back in from Everton, won it high. Gomez, did that hit the arm of Rodri? Referee was there, said play on. Mateus Nunes will sweep it across to Bernardo Silva. There's a bit of space between he and Mykolenko to come forward into the attacking half, and it'll be settled down as Walker joins in. I'll try and launch again from the right side. The other game tonight is Brentford 1, Wolves 3 at half-time. Lamina and Hwang with the goals. Hwang with a brace in that game. Wissa for Brentford. That's at the G-Tech in the west of London. So Wolves on a good run as well. Let's look at the live standings. With the draw, Everton would go up a place, go up to 17 points. Bear in mind they've had that 10-point deduction, and they would be up in 10th place or maybe 9th, equal with Brighton, if it wasn't for the deduction. So it's a decent season by their standards, given the last 3 or 4 seasons of pure disappointment and desperation and a little bit of hearts and mouths finishes to their seasons. Nunes brought down. Onana the culprit. in midfield. City take a quick free kick short. Back for Nunes. And Rodri distributes back to Walker. Good control. Finds Bernardo Silva on the halfway line. Right side will chip it over the top and sends Nunes in behind. Across comes Tarkowski. Slides in. Wins it beautifully. And they chip it away. Wonderful work by the Everton centre-back. 31-year-old defender. 1 goal, 1 assist. And for his 19th game, that's every game he's played now this season. Former Burnley defender, 7 years, and played some football at Brentford. Walker will take us. We're halfway through the first half, 0-0. Everton, Manchester City. We've got some more games coming for you tomorrow night as Edison receives almost a panic back pass, but he's done well. And again, the triangular passes. Stones down the right with Walker. I think Guardiola prefers Walker on the ball as opposed to Ake. Walker, not a big scorer, only has the 1 assist this season. But Ake does score a couple here and there. He's got 2 goals and 1 assist from a Bournemouth and Chelsea player. Let's have a look at tomorrow night, Thursday, for you on Flash Score. Brighton and Tottenham, I'll be bringing you that one live at 7:30. If you're in the United Kingdom, Arsenal West Ham is the 8:15 kickoff. Brighton and Tottenham should be 2 coaches that are on the front foot at all times. Should be some frantic football in there. Vicario up against Verbruggen or Steele, one of those keepers for Brighton will be there. For now it's Grealish out the left side. He's been very quiet in this game, and that's because of Kyle Walker's involvement. He's always on the ball. Tarkowski can find Ghana towards Beto, back to the halfway line. He's lost control, taken away by Nunes. Foden was brought down by Tarkowski. Grealish brings it into the box though. Tight angle, tries to toe poke it in, comes back to Nunes, loses control, across for Silva, chip it back to the left post, and it's away by Patterson. Everton survive. Walker will pick it up once more, 25 yards out. Ships it off to Bernardo Silva. He's up against Mikolenko. Walker won't waste time. First, he was able to hit that towards the near post. If there was someone there for City, they would have been all alone making that run in. Grealish testing Pickford's reactions, and he was able to bat that ball away with his left hand. And his line's covered from that angle, and Everton's defence, their back line, had forced Grealish out towards that angle, hit it from about 10 yards. About a 45-degree angle, and Pickford was always going to be well hit to beat him from there, maybe up above it. Would have been the better option. Grealish, not prolific, 3 goals and 1 assist this season, but expect a little bit more from a player that costs that much. Now Branthwaite, usually really good with the way he can ping it across the pitch. And it was to Harrison, but slightly over his head. A little overhit. City with a throw in their left pocket. 25th minute of the game at 0-0. We've got Premier League action for you all weekend, including New Year's Eve. Available here, unofficial Premier League action. Fulham, Arsenal, Tottenham, Bournemouth on the 31st. City's giving the ball away cheaply at the back. It'll be an Everton corner on the right side. And a few groans turn to applause here. You could say that Ghana might take this. Could be Gomez. He's in charge of some of the set pieces since his return to the setup. Ghana's in the middle, so is Gomez. And over there is McNeil. It'll be an in-swinger with the left boot, in from the right. Edison didn't come, good header up and away. And comes back in, a little hook from Tarkowski. City look to get forward in transition. Patterson will chase it. He'll locate Pickford, doesn't waste any time, and smashes about 85 metres. Good ball over the top for Tarkowski, who couldn't get there as it bounced once into the hands of Edison. He came off his line. He was about 15 yards away from his own goal when he took possession. Now Rodri They work it out from the back. Better chasing. Out towards Walker. Rodri will switch. Out to the left. Ake. Grealish. Up forward on the angle. Perfectly timed run from Foden. He'll look into the box. He'll get over the top of Nunez. Silva's there. Curls it. And it's well over. Did it take a touch? Referee says no. It was a little rushed, you could say, from Bernardo Silva, going with the left footer from right to left. One of that left corner. A wonderfully timed ball in from Foden. Was able to switch it from the left side of the penalty box over to the right. Bernardo Silva took a touch and then hit it. It was probably 5 metres over the top of the goal. Ghana just playing in front of the back two for Everton. Pickford. Alvarez comes towards him. Jumped to anticipate where the clearance was going. It was a long one. Gomez. And also Harrison. Intercepted through Ake. And Nunez. And Gomez has given away a foul against Rodri. Quickly played. Stones just meandering forward. Out towards Bernardo Silva. Again, that tussle with Nikolenko, all important. Nikolenko does like to get forward. He's really good executor. Deliveries into the box could be the difference, you'd say. Passes completed. City with 217. Everton just with 54. Let's go to the stats in this game on the Flash Score app as Edison looks to play a short pass out. Well, one here by Everton. A high offensive turnover win. Ghana through to the back. Akanji plays it to the line. Not kept in by Silva. And again, Everton coming forward. Beto finds McNeil. McNeil's in. Needs to square it up. Oh, somehow it's made its way in. And I think it's Jack Harrison that got in front of Beto to tap home Everton lead at Goodison Park by a goal to nil. A calamity for Manchester City. Right when it counted the most, they've been in control of this game. And a monumental moment for the Toffees. Could have gone ahead against Tottenham. They have done so against the Premier League champion. Now Kanji's clearance over towards Bernardo Silva slipped as he tried to keep it in. Then it came through. Beto was out-muscled by Rodri, then he went down. McNeil put it across. Ghana, let's see Beto. McNeil got there. Rodri went down. Now, I think he was trying to find Akanji with a back pass. Only a little pass. The cross came in from the left by McNeil. Half an hour gone, and Everton leads. Jack Harrison with the assist from McNeil. The two attacking wingers combined, and Harrison gets his second goal of the campaign. The former Leeds and New York City player. Always about who was going to get the first goal. John Stones, the ex-Everton player, ex-Everton defender, comes back and might be a little disappointed by the time he leaves here this evening. Jack Harrison, 27 years old. They have the breakthrough before the half now. They need to keep a clean sheet, which they haven't done too often against City, that's for sure. Pickford goes to the line. Silva will have a throw right side. He'll leave it for Walker. Manchester City find themselves behind immediately after a successful stint away in the FIFA Club World Cup, and they beat Euro Reds by 3-0. In that game, it was an own goal from Holbrayton, Kovacic and Silva with those goals to confirm that win through to the final. 4-0 win over Fluminense. The King Abdullah Sports City Stadium in Jeddah. Good turnout there. All those details available on the Flash Score app, of course. Manchester City now with the current scoreline. Let's check the standings. They would remain in 5th and 34 points for them, but Everton would go all the way up to 14th 19 points, just a couple away from Fulham. Long way to go in this game, though. All depends on what Palace do at Chelsea now. And from the left, it was Silva who went down. It wasn't a foul, though. It'll come out to Grealish, left side of the box. Slow to make a move. Needs to beat one. Gets it to Rodri. On the edge of the box. Side foots it, but it's wide. 32nd minute of the game. Everton 1, City 0. And lots of space to locate the City number 16. He has put that well wide, trying to pick out that right top corner. Scored some very important goals for his club, including the Champions League final winner against Inter. Pickford will take the goal kick. It'll go long. Looking to tap around at the back with City in such good form as McNeil wins it high, needs to locate Ghana, gets it over to the left. Here's Mykolenko. It's all about his delivery here. Wins a corner, left side, corner flag. It's taken a deflection off Bernardo Silva. Everton fans on their feet. Sniff an upset victory, I think. Andre Gomez will take this. With the in swinger with the right boot. The applause back for him. Making his return after a lengthy injury. Got last week's goal to cut the deficit back to 2-1. Nice drive in from an angle, I might add. Go and check that one out. His corner will find its way. It'll be a fingertip save from Edison, and just to the right of the goal. From his perspective, it was a drive that was harrowing in to the roof of the net, I think. Either way, it's an Everton corner once more. 34th minute of the game. Gomez executes again. Good header away from Rodri. Fired back by Mykolenko, but so high, it's almost a rugby bomb over the top of Edison's goal. Harrison looking for a brace here. He was able to poke that in off the left boot. He was going in. Dyche thought that they were out to a 2-0 lead. Edison with a big save. The other games being played tonight, there's 3 in total. Brentford 1, Wolves 3. It's 10 minutes into the second half, and Chelsea Crystal Palace 1-1 into the 61st minute. And Stones, Edison, triangular passes. They have to be inch perfect, and they're not this time. Onana back out to Gomez. He won't waste any time. Good ball in. Big header away by Akanji. Gomez, good chest down into the box. Had too many to beat. And City can tidy up. Branthwaite in a foot race with Alvarez. Branthwaite wins it. Had to control it at about chest level. Then fires it out towards Harrison, the man of the moment. Takes on Ake. Beats him. Down the right side. In towards Onana. Wants to square it up. Goes for the back heel. Instead it was a risky one, but there to go out towards the right corner flag. Put it in. Stones will see it away. Patterson keeps it in play. Branthwaite back for the keeper. It's a good spell for Everton. They've been in the ascendancy for about 6 or 7 minutes now after taking that winner. Harrison with the clearance from Pickford. Control was sublime. Round Ake. Crosses that in from the right side on the left boot. Good header from Akanji. Ake again. Played a hopeful ball. No one there. Foden was nowhere near it. And that now to be sent back by Tarkovsky. Pickford again. So quite a lot to do in this game in terms of saving. Look at that delicate ball over the top. Big chance here for Beto. In behind. Oh, what a piece of defending that was from Stones. And again, it was a clumsy first touch from Beto. Don't think he realised that the ball was going to spin for him. It spun backwards almost and allowed him to get behind Stones, who then continued to get goal side, sprinted past Beto. They've had about half a metre head start on it. Stones cleared it away with the right boot and then immediately called for the referee to stop play. Might be a small injury for him, but Beto can do nothing else but applaud that kind of delivery from his goalkeeper. It was just Route 1 football, but it was a logical way to get the ball down the pitch. So much space between the City fullbacks at the moment. Beto was it. Maybe needed the ball to skid forwards instead of backwards, which allowed Stones to make up some of the lost ground. 37th minute, Stones still down, getting treated. It's his left ankle, by the look of things, which got caught between the thighs of Beto, so hopefully did no damage to the Portuguese. Didn't want to tag in a sensitive area. Really nice clearance though from John Stones. He's 29 years of age now. He'll be part of England's push to win Euro 2024. They have to be up there as one of the favourites. Beto, I think he'll be part of that Portuguese squad. They've got so much talent. They are dripping up forward. They will be one of the favourites as well. I think with France. So far, Pickford has been super important. Lovely finish on the left boot, just putting that in at the left post on an angle beyond Everton. Stones is up jogging off the pitch, so for now his team down to 10. They have to be astute in the way that they get this ball around the pitch. Try and get it down the other end and allow enough time for Stones to get back in. Plug that hole. Rodri. So calm and just outrageously cautious, but calm that he gives this City midfield. That's what allows Guardiola's side to just have that air of ascendancy and superiority. The players don't know which way he's going to go. Uses his body well to shield the ball. Now it's a pass sprayed up for Grealish. He's in behind Patterson, was ripped down. Might be a cards. I think it will be. It's going to Nathan Patterson, Scottish right back for Everton. In his third year since leaving Rangers. Grealish. That was a peachy first touch to get around him. It was a long switch, a diagonal one. Both sides are using that ploy to go aerially with 40-metre diagonal passes. So City with a free kick. It's about, I'd say, 15 yards in from the left touchline, about 20 yards back from the goal line. Alvarez and Bernardo Silva, the two options. Stones is back on the pitch. He's one of the players in the box in the penalty spot, along with Ake. Kanji's there at the back post. It comes in and it's flicked on towards goal. I think it took a touch off Rodri. Ake's down on the ground. Referee says corner. I think City will be happy with that result. Did it come off Tarkowski? I think that's what the referee's saying. Either way, City has a corner in the 40th minute. Bernardo Silva out on the right flag. A delivery at the near post, headed away by Beto. The fall from Mateus Nunes out on the left wing, up against Onana. Back for Kyle Walker. Goes across instead of back to the keeper. Found Alvarez, who eventually went to Edison. He needs to look up. It's a low, flat clearance. Stones is there. He's limping a little. Nothing wrong with his passing direction. Inside for Rodri. Back for Akanji. Player warming up on the bench for City. Could be a change. As they come out through Bernardo Silva inside Mikolenko. Into the box it goes towards Alvarez, but it's pumped away by Tarkowski. Player warming up is Guardiola. He's actually taken his tracksuit top off. So it could be a change here with Stones unable to continue. Can he shake it off and make it through to half-time? Rodri, the former Atletico man. 5th year since joining. I'm a Villarreal player in his very early days. He's 27 now. 3 goals, 2 assists. was part of that magnificent midfield along with Gundogan and Silva to utterly eviscerate Real Madrid in that second leg of the Champions League semi-final. Onana inside for Braithwaite, a hospital pass finds its way out to Mikolenko. Good improvisation there from the young Everton defender. The crossing from McNeil, seen away by Rodri. Getting back is Patterson. Good movement to get away from Alvarez. Back down the right they come. Beto made the run down the channel. So did Patterson. He's run about 60 metres there to offer that. He's high up the pitch, and City have regained the ball. The right side tilt for Everton forced City to go back in, so Patterson can get back. And that is smart play. I think the time has come for John Stones to leave the pitch. Guardiola will come in. And that is a big win for Sean Dyche. Guardiola is no slouch though. Number 24 comes in for the number 5. John Stones exit the Goodison Park Arena. 8th game only of the season. This is match day 18 for City. Guardiola is on. 43rd minute substitution for Josko Guardiola. And for his 14th of the campaign. Since leaving RB Leipzig, massive money signing. Valuation surely has gone down though. He's still so young. I guess that's what keeps his value so high. A Croatian World Cup semi-finalist. Played a bit of football with Dinamo Zagreb. That's where he was first noticed before RB Leipzig came in. All this transfer information there available. Dinamo Zagreb getting 37 million euros for him. RB Leipzig then selling him for 90. Onana settling down play with a header forward. Guardiola involved. Down the left channel. Rodri has connected into his man. I think that's Ghana that's been turfed. A Spanish hitman there. It is Ghana. A lot of youth in this Everton setup. Harrison and McNeil both 24. Ghana and Onana both 22. Also Patterson's 22. Braithwaite's 21. Gomez takes the free kick short on the right wing, long way from home. Sent out towards the left. Tarkowski gets there with a header. Played over the top from McNeil. Tarkowski improvising. Pushes over Akanji. Free kick City on their own defensive 6-yard line. 45th minute of the game. Do not want to concede a second here, because Everton could try and shut up shop if that City aren't capable of redemption. But beating Jordan Pickford more than twice in this game, I think it would be a tough ask, as Akanji has switched over to right back now since Stone's gone off. Walker just in front of him, inside for Rodri. This is how they escape jail so often. Then Rodri, a big run down the right flank, about 40 metres, palms it off. Bernardo Silva in for Walker, and they start again. Good ball inside. Mateus Nunes ran into real trouble. It was Onana. Now Beto needs help. Out to the right he goes. Took too long with the pass. Harrison will lose it because he had 3 City players bearing down upon him into stoppages. How long have we got? First half coming to a close. To the 46th minute we are. Grealish. Can City get the equaliser? 3 minutes. They'll have to endure here. Can Everton make it 2-0? That would be something. Walker has to bring it forward. He's already had an effort that was deflected away from the right post. That was City's first real attack. Now Rodri has also had a ping. A long way out, it was high. This time it's Guardiola into the back of Onana. He then cleans up his own messy mistake. Back for Patterson. To the chest of Beto. That time, not his fault. cannon into his chest and then bounced away so City could come back down through the right. Matheus Nunes is there. Does he have the footwork? Around Mykolenko he goes, then around Garner. It sits here for Silva. Rodri. Silva again, down the right will find Matheus Nunes. A chip towards the back post, it's lifted in nicely. Patterson was there in between two City players, and the clearance comes from Beto. Edison well out of his area. Okay, across to Akanji. For now, Guardiola is playing on the left side of the back three. Grealish. About 30 yards away down the left touchline. I'll turn it backwards again. Guardiola. Okay. Akanji touches in the opponent's box. It's close, 15-13 in favour of City. Now Walker brings it to Holt just outside the box on the right side, then tries to take on McNeil, who puts it behind corner for the Citizens. 55 seconds more of this half. Bernardo Silva and Alvarez come over to try and talk things out, I think. Bernardo Silva's going to go short here, and does. Alvarez back for Foden. They square it up. Grealish took too long to get to him for him to take it onto the right foot and have a shot. Now Walker straight in front of goal. Foden in front of the right post, goes backwards. That was beautifully defended by Everton. And now push up. Garner leading the line. Beto now arriving to add a little extra. One last flurry. Rodri. Forward it goes. Walker. 8 seconds to go. He goes over towards Matheus Nunes into the box. He's onside, and they'll have another corner, another chance for Manchester City. Is there time? I don't think there is. Oh, it was an offside call, and that should see us through to the half-time break. Pickford in no rush to bring this back into play. And it is the half-time whistle at Goodison Park. Everton leads 1-0 over Manchester City. The Toffees. Sean Dyche with a goal from Jack Harrison. So far, it is he who will be on the front pages throughout Liverpool tomorrow. The second goal of the season, tucking it away. A nice ball in from McNeil after Rodri slipped, and Akanji wasn't able to read the script. McNeil picked it up, left side of the box, put it across. Harrison arrived just in front of Beto. They were kind of queuing up there, the two Everton attackers. Harrison with a clean finish past Edison, and that is how Everton have the lead. We'll be back in about 10 to 12 minutes time. City, the defending Premier League champion, trailing by a goal to nil. They kick us off, going right to left, playing in the away white strips, the maroon shorts, maroon socks. Fresh from the FIFA Club World Cup final win. It is the battle of the Jacks, but it is Jack Harrison who has put Everton in the lead. A decent, tidy finish in that first half. Ball came in from McNeil as City coming down the right side. We'll go to the current starting 11s for the second half. As soon as we get a chance, as Everton get the ball down the left touchline, it's Beto in a foot race. He got past Akanji quite easily. Out came Edison. Now, City again. Easy header from Tarkovsky. Let's go for the starting 11s as Onana works it out towards Ghana. And again, Mikolenko down that touchline. Can't send Beto in behind. Ball is out of play. It'll be a City throw right sides, I think. Or did it come off Akanji? It will be an Everton throw. That crowd are letting him know all about it as well. City with the one goal deficit at the moment. Edison in goal. Akanji and Ake, the two centre halves, with John Stones going off just before half time. Kyle Walker on the right side, and Josko Guardiola, who was brought on for John Stones a couple of minutes before the break. In the middle is Rodri with Mateus Nunes, Phil Foden, Bernardo Silva and Jack Grealish behind. Julian Alvarez. But they trail to this Everton side that has Jordan Pickford in goal. Four at the back is Branthwaite, Tarkovsky, Patterson right side, Mikolenko left, Andre Gomez. He's in for his first start of the season. Onana is his pivot partner in the midfield. Ghana, McNeil, Harrison with Beto as Grealish comes in from the left side. Slows it down, can't get the pass past Patterson. Then it's a good cross from Guardiola. It'll send Bernardo Silva on a mission. Keeps it in out on the right flank. Doesn't shoot, crosses it in. Good header from Foden. Came back towards Rodri, who volleyed on a half volley. Sends it high, always rising. The intent is there from the defending champion. Beat Fluminense 4-0 in the FIFA Club World Cup final in Saudi Arabia in Jeddah. Pep Guardiola coming to this game. 9 previous meetings with Sean Dyche. 29 goals to 2 now overall, because Everton leads here. City drawing with Crystal Palace 2-2 before they set off for the Middle East. Grealish and Lewis with the goals in that game. As Beto is put in behind, he's up against Ake. Tried the cross, and it's a poor finish from the 25-year-old Portuguese in his first year. It is raining now in Liverpool. Going to the flash score up. Let's have a look at some of the stats. It's been a game of real quality across the board. Everton have shown us, even against Tottenham where they lost 2-1. They'd won 4 before that, so they are in really good form at the moment. Wolves leading Brentford 4-1 at the G-Tech Stadium. Chelsea now 2-1 up against Crystal Palace, who had equalised. Mudryk, then Olise, and now Madueke from the penalty spot in the 88th minute. We'll see how that one pans out. Palace a little unlucky this term. Long ball in from the left towards the edge of the penalty box. Everton are able to tidy up. Now it's Rodri. He wants to play a free kick very quickly. Referee John Brooks here this evening wouldn't let him. Wants it to go back about another 5 metres. Just near the centre half circle in the attacking half for City. Everton playing in the home strip, of course, in the blue with the white shorts, white numbers, white socks. Player needs a bit of treatment here. It's Branthwaite in the middle of the pitch, the former PSV defender in his 3rd stint since coming back for Everton. He's an Everton junior. Into the 50th minute now. Everton still leads by a goal to nil. Would send them 3 places up the table. A deft switch. Rodri out to the right side. Bernardo Silva in, and all the way back now. Ake, who is the deepest defender. Grealish goes inside his man, Patterson. Then again inside Harrison. Two Jacks battling. Plenty of space now for Guardiola to get forward. Down the left, Manchester City looking to work some tight spaces. Nothing really there for them because Everton have closed down any space between the lines. That is the lateral lines. A good interception from Mykolenko. Everton can work things out here. He'll go with a chip down the line towards Beto, who is the official outlet for them with the long ball. Everton's won a throw over there. Guardiola has the ball. Guardiola, that is. A little scuffle between Beto and Akanji. A little high arm there from the Everton striker. 51st minute of the play. Quick score update as those other games come to a close. Wolves are going to run out winners, that's for sure. Really good away form. As Pickford comes up all the way, it's an actual free kick, not a throw. So Pickford will go long. Edge of the box, Branthwaite is there. So is Tarkowski. The two centre-halves for Everton out of position now as Rodri can come away with it. Can they get something going here? Down the right side, Bernardo Silva. Corralled by McNeil. And it comes again for Rodri. Without Stones there, he is their sole architect. Grealish needs to work it a little quicker. A telegraph pass chopped off by Harrison. Akanji getting in the way before it comes to Gvardiol. He'll square things up. Rodri about 28 yards away. Will chip it over to the right side of the box. Silva squared up. Big chance. Sent behind by Tarkowski. And Pickford is absolutely furious with his midfield. Corner kick from Manchester City, right side. Alvarez and Silva. Again, they go short. It's very windy, so it's been the theme of the game. Back from Foden. Central for Grealish now in line with the left post. 30 yards away. They'll switch it again to Foden. They're trying to locate any space that they can. They need to find half a yard for the likes of Grealish on the edge of the box. It'll be Foden to launch from distance and finds the bottom corner. A beautiful strike, sweeps it in at the right post. It is 1-1 Everton, Manchester City, and Pickford is furious. Once more, they couldn't close them down. He found more than half a yard, struck it truly, and the world champions and the Premier League champions, the Champions League champions, are on the board here. It's always a matter of time with this much possession. And Bernardo Silva was able to bring two defenders over. McNeil got sucked in. Patterson left his line, couldn't get there to stop Foden from striking. He realised what was on. He went for the near corner, beat Pickford. And from here, it's anyone's game. City have come from trailing at half-time twice before this season to then win out of 3 games where they've trailed at half-time. Beautifully struck goal from Phil Foden is his 5th goal of this campaign. They come again. Lots of space over there for Bernardo Silva, 20 yards away, coming in from the corner of the box. Alvarez plays the 1-2 with him. Desperate clearance from Mykolenko. It'll bounce kindly for Alvarez out there on the right wing. Tracked by McNeil. In at the near post again, and somehow Foden has just missed out on a brace. 2 in 2 minutes it would have been. He's saying it should be a corner. Referee saying he got the last touch. What an acute angle this was. So tight. In at the right post. It was about a metre right of the right post. Ball that came in from Alvarez. Foden got a touch on it. Sent it past the left post. It's all about the reaction. And devastated from City in the past few moments of this game. So ambitious. They refuse to lie down, and that is why they are such a side that can win. The pedigree is there. No Haaland at this point is no problem, but no Stones could be their downfall. He went off just before the half-time break in the 43rd minute. Gvardiol is that sole change so far. Now Walker. Alvarez. Vertical pass, turn back for Akanji, out for Bernardo Silva. Again they come. He will cross it in, hits the back of Onana. Hooked away by Mykolenko. Poor clearance. Eaten up by Akanji. Out for Mateus Nunes. Around McNeil. In it comes. Header is away by Ghana. Beto will clean things up with Gomez. Now the long ball. Beto's in behind Walker. It's good pace, but he slows it down so he can get some support. I think Walker wanted him to bring it forward and lose possession, as he's done all game. The intelligence there from Beto this time. And just having a look at these in the injury list for each side. De Bruyne, Doku and Haaland out for City. Ali, Dele Alli, Doucouré, Gueye and Young missing for Everton, as Calvert-Lewin warms up along the touchline. He's joined by Chedmiti on the bench. There's a decent run in here from Ghana. He'll be outpaced by Ake, who had good position. Foden now will find Rodri. They'll settle this down as they look to work their way forward. Good progression from their defensive third. Forward comes Kyle Walker, strapping run through the middle. And he'll leave it out there on the right side as Bernardo Silva joins it. Alvarez, Silva, all alone now, unisolated, needs to take it to the byline. His cross finds its way into the arms of Pickford. Well done by the Everton defence that time. So Calvert-Lewin, Chemiti, Coleman, Danjuma, Dobbin, Godfrey, Hunt, Keane and Virginia are the substitutes for Everton. Bob, Gomez, Hamilton, Kovacic, Lewis, Ortega, Phillips and Sissoko remain for Guardiola. The ball in the box with Edison. He's going to roll this out. We'll find a Akanji at right centre half. In front of him is Beto. A zonal press here. Over the head of Gomez from Rodri. So much space out there for Bernardo Silva. That's becoming a real trend and a problem for Everton out there with Mikolenko and Branthwaite. Mikolenko in a tussle now with Mateus Nunes. He wins that, out-muscles him. And now Onana can bring it forward. Lovely work by the Belgian. Beautiful skill, silky smooth. Down the left flank, then the switch comes. But Harrison can't arrive on time. He nearly got his brace in that first half. Toe poking and forcing Edison into the save. Now Andre Gomez wins possession back in the midfield. No stoppage in play here with Onana still down. It means Everton are down a man, and Onana's trying to shake it off by running back into position now. '58th minute, 1-1. Everton City. Let's take a look at those final scores in the other games. Chelsea have beaten Crystal Palace at Stamford Bridge 2-1. Madueke from the penalty spot is the decider. And Brentford losing to Wolves 4-1. Here's Rodri, just outside the box. Nice switch out to Grealish. Into the half space on the left side, wins a corner. Astute defending from Patterson. Put it behind. So the current standings, this score and the final match events in the other areas of London, at the G-Tech and at Stamford Bridge. There's a yellow card here for Akanji. I'll just confirm that in a moment, as Alvarez stands out there on the left wing with Bernardo Silva. They go short in for Grealish. Tries a look away pass to try and confuse Patterson, who's with the ball now over in that right back corner. It will sit for Grealish again. They've won it back. They've suffocated Everton into another mistake. Rodri, his pass, telegraphed, but not quite getting there for Andre Gomez to intercept. Back for Bernardo Silva on the opposite wing to where he's been playing all game. He's over on the left for now. Guardiola is there. Now we'll get to that table eventually, but passage of play where Akanji and Gomez have been yellow carded one after the other within a minute. That makes 2 yellow cards, Patterson and Gomez for Everton, and just the one with Akanji for Manchester City. Live standings. City in 5th with 35 points. Everton on 17 points, just below Crystal Palace. And level with Nottingham, 2 points in front of Luton. It's Kovacic warming up on the City sideline as Pickford lines up his wall. There's 5 in it. And this free kick about, I'd say about 8 yards to the left of the left post. Silva is the left foot option to go over the wall. Can they get the dip? Alvarez is the other. It'll be Alvarez to hit it. It was going for that top corner. Pickford got there. Mostly accuracy more than power. The shape on that was beautiful. Super effort from the Argentinian World Cup winner. Fine save. Pickford was able to save and retain possession. But they can't get the ball out from their own defensive third for now. Guardiola with another cross into the back of Patterson. It's another corner for we'll call them the Sky Blues, even though they're wearing the white with a maroon. Guardiola now is giving his last orders to Kovacic. He'll have time to take this set piece over on the left wing. Once more, Alvarez will go directly into the box to the back post. Pickford came, got a punch there. The shot will come from Foden. Wonderful work from Ghana. Is that a handball? Turning it home was Akanji. They're all appealing for the handball here. And now the referee's been advised it's a penalty for Manchester City. Akanji's effort definitely hit the arm by the first glance. Everton swarm around this evening's match official John Brooks, who's been advised that that was a handball. He wanted them to wait. They usually go to VAR when needed. It's come off Onana, who had the raised right arm as he slid down to get his body in the way. And for my money, that ball was never going into the goal. Would have gone 2 meters over the top. But that does hit the arm. It constitutes a penalty. And not what will Guardiola do now, considering City might take the lead and make it a full turnaround. Who will step up and take this? Grealish is there. Alvarez is there. Bernardo Silva is there. Tarkowski tries to talk the referee around. Onana being explained why it is a penalty, and I wouldn't be surprised if some groans during the week get louder and louder, and they might go to VAR to get a little bit of technology that can judge the trajectory. Was it going in? I don't think that was. But it doesn't matter, it's still a handball by the current rulebook. I think it would have gone 2 meters over the bar. Julian Alvarez has the task, a tough task nonetheless, of beating Jordan Pickford. He does his stretches and his bounces, points to the referee, says, I might save this and it'll be on your heads. Everton, who led at half-time. It's the 64th minute. And it's Pickford that waits for the whistle to go. And in steps Julian Alvarez, who goes down the middle, beats Pickford, who dived to his right. It is City that leads at Goodison Park. Everton 1, Manchester City 2. And they are pumped as they come to their Argentinian striker. There's no Haaland. So all the responsibilities with Julian Alvarez, and he delivers. 23 goals now in 44 starts. It is time with the citizens. 23 years old and massive future. That's his 5th goal of this season. The most important thing here is the scoreline from club to club. And Pickford did get a foot to that. It's gone between his feet and in. And for my money, Ake's left-footed attempt at goal was always going over the top. I think it would have gone 3 meters high and 5 meters wide. And that's where I think they need to come up with something there. If it's going in, by all means, give the penalty. And even if it's only missing by a little, give the penalty. But when it's more or less a defender's clearance kind of attempt at goal, you need to work on something else. So it's a little bit of ill fortune for Everton. But Manchester City fans will be happy that they are back in front. 65th minute. Everton kicks off and there's been a change. Not sure if Kovacic has come in for Nunes. Everton have also made a change. We'll get to that in a moment. As they have possession, they haven't had much of this ball at all since we've resumed play. Branthwaite will steer it out. Mikalenko goes over the top. The Kanji's there. Well done by Walker. Now Silva. Can't keep it from going out. Mikalenko will have the throw into the attacking half, but only just. So Gvardiol and now Kovacic, Croatian teammates at the World Cup. Kovacic wears the number 8. There has been a double change also for Everton, but Kovacic, 29 years of age, for his 13th game since leaving Chelsea. Former Real Madrid and Inter player as well. Dinamo Zagreb as well, just like Gvardiol. 2 changes. Beto up forward for Calvert-Lewin, who is the only the fourth Everton striker to notch up 50 goals in the Premier League. So well done to him. The 67th minute, Everton 1, City 2. Andre Gomez, who scored against Tottenham, has been taken out of the game. That is Michael Keane, who comes in. Down the left flank, Mikalenko got forward. It's come off Walker. I think it's an offside call against the Ukrainian. Or is this a set piece? No, it's not. No offside. It's going to be an Everton corner. It'll be James Garner to take this, with Gomez fresh off the field. So perhaps Keane brought in for his aerial abilities. From the left side of the pitch, Garner with the right-footed delivery. Both hands go up. It's a long floated delivery to the back post where Tarkowski had 3 players on him. It came off the Everton captain and goes behind harmlessly. They need to catch up now. Well, playing catch-up's never easy in the Premier League, especially against Manchester City. So well organised, even with a few players out. It's Gvardiol back in for Rodri. Alvarez, Gvardiol, first time pass, finds Foden. Back inside, past Patterson, past Onana. Rodri once more. Turn your head and in a flash, City are forward down the other flank. Silva had the run of Kovacic, didn't use him, as they just look to maintain possession and make Everton come to them. The onus on Everton now. City, that were down by a goal, have come back with an extraordinary first 15 minutes of the second half. Definitely deserved a goal. Not sure that I'm in full agreement with the way that penalties are dished out for handballs in the box. I do understand that by the letter of the law it is a penalty, but that was going so high over from only about 8 or 9 yards, and Onana's arm was slightly connected to his body, ever so slightly. Still, by today's laws, it's a penalty. Something needs to change there. Don't want to go back to the way it was 3 seasons ago in lockdown, where a penalty was coming every 15 minutes. Every touch in the box was a penalty that season. Now Alvarez loses out. Everton fighting and scrapping. Onana must have known Alvarez was coming. It was calm though. Now it's Branthwaite. Chips it down in the direction of McNeil. It won't find its way there. Rodri, as usual, will collect. Here's the engine room of this successful Manchester City side. Another trophy in the cabinet after beating the Brazilian side for Fluminense. Marcelo part of that side. Standing ovation in Jeddah. 70th minute. So Everton with 20 minutes plus stoppages to take something from this game. Two changes for each side. Let's have a look at the 5-score stats. XG is with City 2.2. Everton Not to say that they're down and out, but it's at 0.79. City with 3/4 of the ball, and that means Everton needs to take advantage of a small amount of opportunities that they've been able to give themselves. It's 20 goal attempts to 6 in favour of the visitors. Silva rides the challenge of Tarkovsky. Back out the right side. Walker, 40 yards out. Kovacic. Around Ghana. Rodri. Now it's Guardiola. He's just tucked inside of Grealish. Finds the City number 10. Around Patterson. Trying to fatigue Everton into another error. That's how they got their goal at this end. There's a Rodri error with Akanji not on the same page. Whereas McNeil was able to find Harrison with the Beto waiting to turn it in any case. Calvert-Lewin gets a long ball, takes it out to the left touchline. 25 yards out, he's got Ake to beat. Square ball, the 1-2 with McNeil. Back out for McNeil. Good cross in. Grealish is there playing central defender. Silva getting back in that sheer weight of numbers. Portuguese winger. Well, that's Keane. That's won the ball down. Needed to drop the shoulder. Now it's a case where Harrison with a take on the man, put it into the leg of Guardiola, wins a throw for Everton. Right near the corner flag. Patterson steps up. Second half stats available on Flash Score. The XG 0.96 against 0.03 for Everton, so they've hardly had anything at this end. They need to fashion something. It's about manufacturing things when play's going against you. Harrison dispossessed. Alvarez working overtime to help out his defence. Same with Grealish. Bumped off the ball. Tarkovsky taking responsibilities into his own hands. Might win a corner here. No, he wins it back. Can't find Harrison. Ball bobbling around. City will clear. Only as far as Keane chests it down brilliantly. Then the ball played through. Harrison in a foot race with Guardiola. Croatian defender to Grealish. Still in their own defensive third. Just toying around with it. Not too dangerously. Foden showing lovely skills. Rodri comes forward. Doesn't like what he sees. Takes an extra 3 or 4 touches. Waits for Grealish to make the run inbound. Now Alvarez out in the left wing. This is stunning work by Guardiola's men. Grealish has taken a knock. Kovacic inside. Rodri will play on. Magnificent switch. Out towards Walker. Grealish is still down. City are wondering whether they should play on or whether to ask the referee to stop play. I think he's going to get back up and get on with things. So plenty of goals as usual scored tonight. 8 in the other 2 matches, 3 in this one. That's what we love to see. Fantastic midweek rounds, and tomorrow we've got 2 more games for you on Flash Score with Tottenham Brighton, Postecoglou against De Zerbi. The later game is Arsenal West Ham, London derby. Declan Rice against his former side. Arsenal playing that one at home. Now Akanji, Kovacic, back for Edison. Everyone coming forward for Everton. His clearance though from the Brazilian keeper just goes out. Walker tried to sneak a header back in play. So on the left side of the pitch, attacking half, it's an Everton throw. Pickford launches to the right wing. Nice first touch from Patterson. Sets a task for Harrison. Has got a big chance here in the middle for Calvert-Lewin, who puts it wide. Now, was he shoved as he ran down the ball? He's saying that he was flattened. The Everton supporters have hands on heads and hearts in mouths. Harrison, what a touch that was from Patterson, though, at the near post, coming in from the right side to the right post. A 20-yard low ball in to the 6-yard line with Edison just poking his foot out. Did he connect with Calvert-Lewin? He'd already hit the ball. It's a goal kick. No penalty there. I'm sure VAR looked at that one. Now a cheeky back heel from Grealish. Intercepted by Patterson again. That was a breathtaking piece of action from the Toffees. Sweet as it gets. Now it's Harrison. Corralled out to the right corner flag. He'll chip it in. McNeil won't arrive. Harrison will get there on the rebound. Into the box he goes on a brace. Looking to find a little bit of space. His pass across for Mykolenko. Taken away by Walker. Around Mykolenko. Over the halfway line. It's for Alvarez. The only option there. Across comes Tarkowski. Takes it away from him. Taking Candy. A long pass. Alvarez still down. Writhing around in pain, or at least purported to be. Now the referee will stop it. Mr. Brooks. Alvarez may need to come off. 76th minute. Everton 1, Manchester City 2. Goodison Park. A rainy night in the northwest of England. City of Liverpool. Well, it's a fairly decent season for both clubs from this city. Tarkowski might be under scrutiny here. Jack Harrison putting Everton into the lead. Took it to the first half break. Big ask from Manchester City to come here. For the third time this season, they have turned around the match away from home. And currently are on track to get all 3 points, as we still wait for the referee to sort this out. Does Guardiola have to make a substitution? I can see Alvarez trudging over towards the sideline. Whether that's to come back on, we will know in a moment. I think it is. So the current standings, it is Manchester City into 4th, and they will be 2 points away from Aston Villa with a game in hand. And they could go... Arsenal also have played only 18. Still, 13 minutes and stoppages in this one for Everton to do something and deny City 4th place. That would be to help out the team that beat them last weekend, just before Christmas. Now there's a situation where Braithwaite receives a yellow card. I think it was an Everton trainer just giving a shove to Kyle Walker on the touchline. Walker didn't appreciate it. Now it's Dyche with Guardiola, the two baldies working just the diplomacy levels there at supreme levels. So the Everton backroom staff member didn't want to give the ball to Walker, threw it back onto the pitch, and then there was an exchange. I don't think it was a friendly one. That's a high win by Onana. We can't find Harrison. Everton looking for a high offensive turnover. Maybe a throw for Manchester City. That's a let-off. Took a calamity of errors at the back to, I don't want to say gift Everton their goal, because they still had to provide a cutback and then put the ball past Edison with a decent finish from Jack Harrison, but it was from the lead up of some poor control from Rodri. He was losing his footing. Kanji didn't bother going for it. McNeil went in, fed Harrison. Beto was queuing up alongside Harrison. Another throw for City, right side defensive half. Back for the keeper. Edison finds Ake. Stress-free run forward. Smart piece of play between Guardiola, then through to Rodri inside at back for Grealish, who was chopped out. Just on the halfway line, City will have another free kick. This is Tarkowski, who just let his left knee go into Grealish's left thigh. Make enough contact to just disrupt Guardiola. They've got the momentum as Dyche makes another change. Harrison, the goal scorer, will come out of this match, and in comes is the number 10 Danjuma. Did make an impact against Tottenham, former Tottenham player. is Everton's third change of the match. Arno Danjuma coming in, a Dutchman, 26 years of age. You can see all this information, the transfer fee as well as market value. Cost Everton 4.2 million, is worth about 16 according to the Flash Score app. Played 25 minutes on the weekend. And for his 11th match of the season, has 1 goal. He spent a few games with Tottenham last term, and also Villarreal. 2 goals in La Liga, 1 in the Premier League. Now Grealish sent backwards by Patterson. Collision of knees there. Patterson's the worse for wear. I think Grealish is going to be carded. What's happened there? Something he said perhaps, because I don't think Grealish did enough to warrant a yellow card for that passage of play. After Patterson, he went into McNeil. I think it's for the collision with Patterson. It's more Patterson going into him. In any case, that's the second yellow card for City in this match. The other player is Akanji. So Pickford will come forward. This free kick, Pickford's up around the halfway line, just the defensive side, right wing, and everyone forward for Everton. It's going to send it to the left half space. Back is Akanji. Silva will find it out. Foden will win it with him. Now we need to thread it past Mikolenko. It'll be diverted towards him. He'll find Pickford. 82nd minute with Everton trailing by 2-1. He's going to launch long. Calvert-Lewin, the chest down. Brilliant. Now it's Neil who's playing on the right side of attack by the look of it, at least for this period of the game. Ball earmarked for Calvert-Lewin from Patterson. And let's come off Guardiola. Good hustle from Onana. Patterson will take the throw. At the right corner flag, in for Neil. First touch, chips it in. Half a chance there, but over the head of Calvert-Lewin. The right idea, and it was good enough from City to make McNeil hurry and send it in a little earlier than he wanted. Too much flight on the ball. The direction was terrific though. It takes something special for Everton to claim a point. It takes something quite memorable if they were to win this. Kovacic, Rodri slowing things down. Then he gives it away. And he atones. And getting in there is Foden and Kovacic. Alvarez making the run out to the right channel. Won't get there. Walker will be the receiver. Back in for Rodri. Just looking to make sure that they keep the ball out for Grealish. It's all about the first touch. Allowed himself a lot of time. Silva joining in. He's playing at left central midfielder now. Walker's pushed high. Alvarez over there on the right with him. Foden very central. Onana's won that ball. Found Keane. His pass was overhit. And that'll be seen out by Walker. With a little under 7 minutes to go then. Second half stoppages. Rodri takes it away from Branthwaite. It's a situation now where Walker's forward at right wing. Up against Mikolenko. Don't think he's going to be able to play push and shove for too much, the Ukrainian. That might have come off Walker. Mikolenko's won the throw. Walker concedes. That was splendid defending from the Everton number 19. He's in for his 14th game. Has 2 goals. Needs to try and inspire his side to get the equaliser. Such a lethal delivery from his left boot. But City have done well not to allow him into that position. Now Pickford, a high clearance. Taken down by Calvert-Lewin. Lovely first touch. McNeil gets around Rodri. Puts Danjuma in behind, but he's pushed Akanji on the way through. The whistle went. Just over 5 minutes now. Foden. Can City seal this off with a 3-1? Who is the more likely? I'd say the way that Everton's playing, they might be able to get the next goal. But here's Alvarez. Wants to launch. And Pickford leaves it to go over. Didn't bother with a fingertip save. What a piece of judgment that was. Composed. And the presence of mind just to see it off to the last nanosecond. to let it go over his glove. Out from the back from the goal kick. Everton launch long. Guardiola chest down under pressure. Calvert-Lewin in a tussle. Kovacic wins it. Coming through the centre of the pitch, gets around Keane. A lateral run and pass to find Kyle Walker. Who else to go to but Rodri? Now Kovacic back for Akanji. So still it's Akanji and Ake, the two central, the centrepiece of Manchester City's defence. Kyle Walker, poor control, loses it out on the right wing. Throw in for Everton. What else can Sean Dyche do? 86 minutes of play. The back pass comes from Branthwaite. Pickford. That's an error there. It's an open goal. Pickford's off his line, and Silva's chipped it over the top to seal the game, surely, for Manchester City, who now lead by 3-1. A magnificent second half turnaround of 3 goals for the third time this season. After trailing at the break, they will win this one. But it was Pickford's clearance that hit one of his own players, went out to the right wing for Manchester City. Pickford well off his line. He was out near the left corner flag for Everton. And just as they were able to take advantage of City's defensive error, well, it was good work from Alvarez, who got in the way of Pickford's clearance. He diverted off Alvarez, went down for Bernardo Silva, who had to still use his muscle to keep Branthwaite from bringing him down, and was able to still chip that into an open net from about, I'd say, 20 yards, maybe a little less. Tarkowski looking on, watching the ball into the net. That is surely the goal that takes all 3 points 45 minutes down the road back to Manchester. The champions will have 4th place going into this weekend's action. And Pickford's been a hero, but this time it was just he wasn't able to use his discernment skills to full effect. It was just those 1%ers. Julian Alvarez getting his leg in the way to stop Pickford's clearance from going down the pitch. Instead, he made it skid down towards Silva and Branthwaite. Silva in the best position. Got the ball away from Branthwaite, hit it first time, sent it into the net, and that is the story done. Now from the kickoff, City have it. Guardiola back in for Kovacic. Bernardo Silva with that goal goes up to goal number 5. That is for this particular season. 29 years of age, but he's always played beyond his years from a very early period in his career. What a player he is. Market value of about 82 million euros. And this is now the 3rd consecutive season he scored 4 or more goals. He's only halfway through and he's scored 5. He scored 4 in total last term, with some of the key players missing, especially Kevin De Bruyne. You would expect Bernardo Silva, also the departure of Mahrez. Now Kovacic, piercing run, brought down, no whistle, and Onana can play in a ball for Calvert-Lewin, who was well marshalled by Akanji. Out comes Edison. 90th minute of play, and it might be Phil Foden, along with Bernardo Silva, that the 2 best players of this particular encounter. I have to say Pickford down the other end has been pretty good, despite that one clearance. Nearly saved that penalty. Obviously the turning point to change the tempo of the game, the tone of the game, was Akanji's shot into the arm of Onana. Lovely switch from the Belgian midfielder right there. Patterson now A darting run. Gets around Guardiola, then pushes the Croatian over. Edison should take this free kick in his own area. Foden with the reply after the half-time break. Smashing in from about 20 yards. Tormenting Pickford at that near post. A little impulsive, but when you've got the skill set, why wouldn't you if you feel Foden? We're going to have 6 minutes of second half stoppages, and it's that smart finish plus the penalty from Julian Alvarez. Now Foden will go again. This time a blistering effort that strikes the right post. He had Pickford beaten, but not the woodwork. City close to a fourth in this game. He smashed that on the left boot from, let's say, about 5 meters to the left of the left post. It's hit the right post. So it's a drive that's flown about 25 yards. Hit it flush. Stayed in play. Everton can't get down the other end and keep possession. Foden skips past one through the middle. He's got Tarkowski chasing in vain. He'll palm that off over to Julian Alvarez now into the second minute of added time. What a game. I think with that strike, Foden will definitely be the player of the match. Despite Bernardo Silva's goal as well, I think it's all about the most important goals. And Foden's was the most important to level this game with an extraordinary finish, real quality shown, sharp reflexes, beautiful first touch. The way he hit it is simply breathtaking football. We have seen some good work by Everton. Sean Dyche's side showing that they can match it from most of the game with the Premier League's biggest teams. Deserved a point, I think, from the Tottenham game on the weekend. They won't get anything here. Silva, Foden in the centre circle. Everton now, you can just get that feeling they've given up on this game. Foden, instrumental. Rodri, Kovacic, still just playing keep ball. The stats will show you that. The second half where they've had 72% of the ball. Now it's Kovacic. Threads it through. Back is Tarkowski. Steers it to Pickford. Needs an option. Goes short this time. Has been going long for most of the match. Onana. Let's pass out for Tarkowski. The right pocket. Patterson's there. Scottish right back goes in for Onana. Now the switch comes to an audacious effort. Chopped off by Walker. It's intended down the left flank. Mikolenko pushed high. We won't get to him, and that's been a testament to City's tactics in this game, denying Mikolenko any position where he can provide service to the likes of Beto or Calvert-Lewin, who you'd have to say are so good aerially, and that would have been one of the bigger threats, considering City have conceded quite a few goals this term. Now it's Foden again. He'll go. Pickford will save. He came right off his line. He was 8 yards off his line when he made that save. But Foden, another beautiful drive. First class effort from him. And he is helping the World Club champions and the European club champions to a famous away win. Now Danjuma set a task by the ball from Brantford. Akanji does enough. Now it's Mikolenko in good position. Finally gets it onto the penalty spot with a header from Ghana. It's just nicked his head and gone out the other side of the pitch. Pickford and Foden, national team squad teammates. And that Foden's nearly made a mess of the Everton goal tonight. He's hit the post. He's also forced Pickford into a big save. He's been so good on the ball. Tarkowski has the ball in the Everton attacking half. About 90 seconds left of this one. Keane out to Branthwaite, showing us what he can do. Put it to the penalty spot. No one there except for Edison, who ducks out, claims it with two hands, dives in the ball, and will eat up a few more seconds. Phenomenal response from Manchester City in the second half. No one can deny that. Unluckily for Everton, that penalty that came against the arm when Akanji hit the ball in the penalty area. It hit Onana's arm, and that really tipped the scales across the to Guardiola's way. Now it's Pickford again. Smashes at 70 metres. That's Calvert-Lewin, who got him behind. Just couldn't control. He had Kanji beaten with Ake coming over. Goodison was well off his line. Big opportunity there. Had Calvert-Lewin been able to just keep it on his foot. A little drop of the shoulder, and I'm sure that Akanji and Ake both would have been beaten. Free kicks going Manchester City's way in the middle. Alvarez tumbled to the turf. And I think with that, the 6 minutes are up. And that's the final whistle from referee Brooks. It's disappointment for Everton, who led at half-time thanks to Harrison's goal. But the world champions are back, and they are back to winning ways, back into fourth place. It's Everton 1, Manchester City 3. The final score, with Foden, Alvarez and Silva all getting the goals for the Premier League champions in the second 45-minute period. You can check all the stats on the Flash Score application. City overcome sticky start to battle past the Toffees. The match report is there as well. I'll be back tomorrow night for Tottenham and Brighton. Man of the match here at Goodison Park. It is Phil Foden, who scored the leveller in the 53rd minute. We will leave it there. It's Everton 1, Manchester City 3.